Okay, so this video is from page 4 in your Unit 6 packet, and we're going to go over the difference between a ratio and a rate. So the difference is a rate is a ratio, but it uses two different units of measurement. And because it does use two different units of measurement, you must label with rates. So an example of a rate is miles per hour and miles per gallon or dollars per pound. And the reason I say they're different units of measurement is miles measures distance, hours measures time. And that's what we mean by two different units of measurement. So we're going to practice writing some rates, and later on we're going to use that to help us solve word problems. So for this first problem, it says a student can read 7 pages in 10 minutes. So to write this as a unit rate, I just write 7 pages over 10 minutes. And a soccer team scored 10 goals in 4 games. So I'd write 10 goals over 4 games. But in this case, I have to simplify because they can both be divided by 2. So I should write it as 5 goals over 2 games. So go ahead and try to do number 3 and 4 on your own. Stop the video and restart it when you want to check your answers. Okay, so number 3 would be 5 minutes to fill 400 gallons. And that would be the same as 1 minute over 80 gallons. If I wanted to flip that, I could say it's 80 gallons per minute, and that would be a unit rate. Okay, and this is 96 miles on 6 gallons, so that's the rate. But then I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom by 6, and I get 16 miles per gallon. So I could write it like that, or I could write 16 miles per 1 gallon. Okay, so now I want everybody to read this next problem and think about how you're going to do it. And stop the video, try to do it on your own, and then start the video when you're ready to see how I did it. Okay, so for this, the first thing I'm going to do for this is I'm going to say, okay, so there's a ratio. 7 out of 10 students choose the 4-ounce serving. So if there's a total of 640 ounces, 7 out of 10 would choose the 4-ounce serving. So that's a total of 448 ounces. If you do 10x equals 7 times 640 and you solve it. Then it says 3 out of 10, like the 8-ounce option. And if I do 10x, 10 times x equals 3 times 640, using the cross product property rule, this times this equals this times this, I get x equals 192 ounces. So I know 448 ounces comes from the 4-ounce serving, and 192 ounces comes from the 8-ounce serving. So if I have 448 ounces, and that was the 4-ounce serving, that means there's 112 servings of 4 ounces. And if 192 was the 8-ounce serving, then 8 goes in twice, and 8 goes into 32 4 times. So this is 24 servings of the 8-ounce. And to double check my work, I can say 112 times 4 plus 8 times 24 equals 640, and it does. So we would have to do 112 servings of the 4-ounce and 24 servings of the 8-ounce before we had to refill. Okay, so that's the end of this video, and